for the majority of the season.
Hold on,
we have got no. Hold on.
Are you
We got
about-
yes. Oh,
What on earth's going on with Charlotte?
well, basically, yeah, that's my voice. So yeah, guys, today we're joined by Beth. How are you?
Amazing, thank you.
We are joined by Prime's decided to turn up.
Do you want me to host? Because you sound.
Yeah, you just introduce everybody.
All right, cool. Welcome, people. What is it, our second day of two-time Champions League winners? Light work. We've got Charlotte, obviously. Myself, Prime. We've got beautiful Lambs, beautiful Beth. We've got Fator, who is Megamind, Smurf, and we've got a Chelsea legend, Craig. Welcome, people.
Doesn't Craig get a beautiful Craig too?
Well, yeah, that's not
Okay, well,
take it.
handsome Craig.
Thank you.
there
Thank
we
you.
go.
Oh, Charles, you are done. I didn't realize it was this bad. Wow. I mean, actually, I kind of did from the voice note, but I thought it was on the mend. It seems to have like regressed now.
Literally, they put me. I went into work yesterday, and they put me meeting people and greeting people like I can speak. Like, hi, how are you? My mum said to my mum. Someone said to me, they said, paint yourself blue and you could be a Smurf.
I thought you were talking about your bum then.
What on earth, Craig?
Hey,
What on earth?
it's a weird strain.
I heard that too.
Thank you.
It's already got weird, guys.
Speaking of bums and painting themselves blue, Arsenal, Igal painted himself blue because we won the Champions League. How beautiful is that?
Wow.
Is that what this picture is?
Yeah.
Missed it.
I haven't seen it. That's
Oh, amazing.
I mean, rate it.
He missed a spot.
Yeah.
He did miss a spot. I did.
He
I
missed
did
a lot
tell
of
him.
spots.
It did miss a lot of spots.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
we'll-
and on the stream there was
But
like
money spent.
Jem,
money's worth it.
Jem was there for tours. They were all and even Lewis jumped in. They were like, "Nah, you missed a spot, gal. No. Keep covering over there. More. It's not enough. It was so funny. Honestly.
He's lucky I didn't put a crown in because I would
$1,000.
put a crown for a whole
Really?
party.
Wow, $1,000 just to paint yourself blue. I'll do that.
Yeah,
No,
I'll do it
won't.
now.
I won't do that. Well, no, actually, I would do that.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, that'd be okay for us because we're Chelsea fans. Like, if someone asked you,
For $1,000, I'll paint myself red.
someone paid you $1,000 and said, "Listen, walk around wearing the Glazers colours in Manchester for a day," you wouldn't.
If it's for a day, I want at least 10 grand. I'm not doing that for a whole day.
Charlotte, don't anything you want to say, just type it in the chat.
And we'll read it out.
All right. As you guys know, Charlotte, she did a watch along on this channel. Probably watch back the goal, have her scored, and probably watch the last 10-15 minutes of the stream. It was amazing. Lambs, Fator, and I, we watched it in the pub with Jem and Slens. Beth and Craig, where did you guys see the game?
I was at home. I watched all the football games with my dad, so that's just our little bonding time. Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah,
My mum and my
was with
sister in the
family.
room, hoping we would lose or something. They want to see the world burn.
That is so
I was with my family down the cricket club. weren't too bad.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that sounds like vibes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen, at the end of the day, what matters is that we all watched it with fellow Chelsea fans. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you can't not watch a final with like allow watching it with rivals. Oh my god, it's the worst feeling ever. And I'm not gonna lie, even before kickoff, I was hella nervous. Like I was, especially because a few days before United bottled their final, I was a bit worried in terms of like the mentality and stuff. I wasn't too sure whether we quite had it. Obviously, still thinking about that FA Cup final that we went and bottled as well. But I have to say, from the starting lineup, Prime was like, no CDM, we won. We won straight up. And I was like, yeah, like they're gonna attack us. We know how clinical they can be. Prime's like, no, he's stupid. He is stupid for saying no CDM. We've got this. And Prime was so adamant about this, and lo and
I
behold,
think it was really arrogant of him.
Completely.
Very arrogant. See, there's not many things I would say I'm smart about in life, but football is the one thing I know. And if you're playing a final without a CDM, there's no way you're going to win. Pep is one of these. Look, I won't really disrespect Pep because he is a genius. But when he goes into big games and he tries to prove,
he is a fool. He is a fool.
Oh, Niles, no. Well, no, I'm getting to that.
Simple.
When he goes into these big games and he changes things tactically to try and prove that he's on some sort of a tactical level with the likes of Mourinho and Fergie and ends up failing. I find that quite, like, for me, right? I'm not a City fan. Watching that final frustrated me. Because how can you go into a Champions League final without CDM? Without your most experienced player in Fernandinho? No Rodri even. Like, that baffled me.
If you wanted to drop Fernandinho, you had to play Rodri. I mean, either one had to start. It was ridiculous, especially when you're playing a false nine as well. It's not, although they've used it a lot, it's not. They haven't used it whilst having no CDM. So it was almost like two brand new, fresh positions that they were trying to deal with or trying to work with in a Champions League final. It doesn't, regardless of who you're against, that's a big stage. You don't do that, and Pep fucked it.
And that was the first time I've seen Pep overthink and play three at the back. So he'll bring in Laporte or maybe Nathan Ake, or he'll start with two DMs like he's done against Man United. But I don't think I've ever seen him play without a CDM.
We'd only done it against Olympiacos. Is the only other time they did it this season.
Oh, Chelsea are on the same level as Olympiacos.
Yeah. That's what he got. So he's arrogant. Like, imagine starting Raheem Sterling and thinking he's going to be your saviour in the Champions League final. I just.
He played everyone out of position as well. De Bruyne weren't playing natural. You had Mahrez, who was pretty much where he should have been. Foden was moved. Sterling shouldn't have started. Gundogan was doing a different role, like they were trying to get goals from midfield. If you wanted that, just play De Bruyne.
I was laughing because they were 1-0 down and he brought on Gabriel Jesus instead of Aguero.
When you needed
I
goals.
was like, you're a good one, Pep. You've got a bet on Chelsea in it.
No, I understand that because if he got a goal, then it goes into extra time. You need Aguero as fit as he can be. So I understand it, but again, it's dumb. So
it's a final. You need to win it. Like, you don't want to go into extra time and have to go possibly to penalties. You need to win it as it is. Can I say, by the way, I'm so happy we didn't have to go to penalties.
Yes.
If it goes to penalties, we'll be sitting here arguing.
No, we would have won on penalties.
No, I don't.
Prime.
We don't have to take that possibility because we got
won
done in the 90 minutes. So thank goodness for that. And also, big ups to our defenders came through. Obviously, got so gutted for Thiago Silva, but so happy he managed to win that Champions League medal after losing out last year so narrowly as well. And he deserves it after a phenomenal career he's had, and that's the only thing that's been missing. And finally, he's been able to get that. So I'm so happy for him. Big ups to Rudiger, Aspi, and Christensen for making three of the most vital blocks. Yeah, that saved us. That really saved us. But obviously, they weren't that much of a threat anyway because City in 90 minutes had one shot on target. And I guess that just goes to show exactly what you guys were saying, the arrogance of Pep. How dare you set up against such a defensively solid-minded team like Chelsea, the way Tuchel set us up like, and think you can get a win with no holding midfielders.
The problem I've got with Pep, right?
Yeah,
and it very often gets overlooked. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure he spent about 1.7 or 1.8 billion in transfer fees.
Wait, is this Pep slander? Yeah, big screen.
Oh yeah. I'm all for it.
Pep
Don't get me wrong, he's a good manager. Please don't get me wrong, but he spent 1.7 or 1.8 billion pounds throughout his whole career as a manager. And I just look at it and think, as much as I get, tactical genius, he's doing this, he's doing that, he didn't inherit Gabriel Jesus. He was given him, but he didn't really want him. He inherited Aguero. They've never really brought in another centre forward other than those two. And it just looks it seems very funny that they've tried to play all these people as a false nine. But it's because the one position where he's never been allowed to strengthen and never been allowed to spend money is the place where they had a massive problem. They tried to play a false nine, and it just threw off the complete dynamic. Yes, of course, the midfield thing is also a factor, but maybe it would have, maybe playing no CDM would have worked had they had a proper number 9, someone to aim for. But they haven't got that, and they haven't had it for a few years, which is why City have pretty much got one way of playing, which is trying to walk the ball into the net. And when you can't do that, they're buggered, which is why Aguero would naturally be the more suited person to bring on, because he can score from outside the box. But look, Pep's, of course, he's a great manager, but I don't love everyone just kissing his ass constantly, because he spent so much money. They spent 40 million on Ake, who doesn't even play, and everyone goes, "Oh, they've got a great defensive record." We went through the whole competition and conceded 4 goals. And did we spend any money on a defense? Oh, Chilwell. Other than that was it. And basically we brought him to go forward. But here we are, and we've conceded 4 goals all Champions League. It's amazing.
No, that's not better than Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers is a better manager than Pep. So is David Moyes. Because you put any of them in that
hold on. No. I'm not associated.
Brendan Rodgers and David Moyes. No. Brendan Rodgers and David Moyes are better than Pep. You put them both in that City job, they do exactly the same. Pep is the most overrated manager, ever. He is so overrated. Absolutely. He is the worst manager I've ever seen. I dislike this man so much.
He is a good manager. He's never a great manager.
He's not on the levels of Fergie. He's not on the levels of Klopp.
You need to pull out some facts. Because these statements right now...
To be fair, you can... Put him in the same bracket as Chris Wilder. Put him in the same bracket as Chris Wilder or Sam Allardyce.
All right, let's end this stream because listen. Everyone knows I'm king of, Pep is a fraud, but I can't compare him to Allardyce, and I can't do that.
You're right. Wilder is better than Pep. You are correct. I got that wrong.
That money that he spent though as well, Pep. He's already spent it on what was already a very decent squad on multiple occasions. Exactly. He spent more money on top of a hell of a lot of money already spent. Give me 2 bill. I'll bring it home. All of it. I'll bring it home. I'll bring it all up. I don't care. I'll bring it all up.
Give me the City job. And I'll win you a treble. Easy. With that team, oh my days.
All they need is 2 billion. Craigo and Niall are bringing home the quadruple. You heard it here.
We're bringing home multiple.
It's not it.
We're bringing home multiple.
Especially this season. Because
just drop them 2 billion first, yeah?
Just this season alone, all you needed was squad depth. You didn't actually need any tactics. You just needed a shit ton of very good players, which City have got. But I could have easily done that job myself. And I'd cost half of what Pep wants.
Less than that, I bet you'd take. Just a fraction.
Oh no, you'd milk it.
Well, yeah. Whatever you want. I mean, as long as it's above 50k, I mean, I'm not too bothered. and that's yearly salary, mind you, not weekly.
Yeah.
I'll take 50k for a year to go manage City, and I'll bring you a quadruple. I'll actually make you a relevant club because I'll win you a Champions League. Until then, don't talk to me. Manchester City have the same amount of Champions League trophies as Plymouth Argyle. Bear that in mind. Just bear that in mind. They have the same amount of Champions Leagues as a League One Plymouth Argyle. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in. My club has the same amount of trophies.
They have the same amount of trophies as the biggest club in London, apparently. But let's forget about that.
I tell you what I did the other day as well. I didn't realise since it's been the Champions League. Chelsea and Man United have won it the same amount of times. And Man United have been
twice. Man United won it 3 times. So
the first time they won it was the European Cup. Since it's been the Champions League, they won it twice.
That's true. That's
I'm not saying
that's why Man United fans want us to win. Which, by the way, fuck you guys. We didn't want your support anyway.
Yeah, we don't care about you.
Guys, from this point onwards, they no longer want us to win because that means we're going to surpass them now.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
I just find it's very funny that apparently for a club that was formed in 2003, we've got the same amount of them, and they've been competing at it since like the early 90s. Seems a bit funny if you ask me, but there we are.
Very, very funny, isn't it, guys?
Hey, I don't know.
Obviously, you're a referee, right? Like the refereeing decisions, I was so impressed with during this game. And usually,
you know what? I wanted
great.
to hug that referee. I wanted to hug him. He was that good. I just wanted to hug him. I was like, I've never seen a referee this good in my life. I mean, credit to him. Obviously, I have to deal with Mike Dean every week, so of course I'll never see a referee as good as him. He was absolutely spot on. He didn't let anyone bully him into making decisions. He was took no shit, let the game flow, did what he needed to do. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was a brilliant final to watch. Even though Charles was screaming quiet in that stream. And when I say quiet a bit, I mean a lot.
We are hearing the results right now. We are hearing the results right now.
Do you reckon it was the 10 vodka shots she had to do because she didn't want to do 10 press-ups?
It's not. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't.
She's done.
Just put in the private chat.
What you trying to say?
But Charlotte, stop speaking.
Stop! I will mute you. Firstly, I just want to say that if I actually had tried to do 10 press-ups, I would have had 10 concussions. I can't do press-ups. I didn't want 10 concussions, but I'll take a hangover any day.
Can your dog speak? We might have more chance of understanding.
Thanks, Chris.
Speaking of understanding, who's your man of the match?
A lot. I know everyone's going to big up about Kante, but I was really impressed with Reece James. I thought he was superb. I really did think he was brilliant. I know obviously Kante is. He was man of the match and he definitely deserves it. But Reece James has to get for me some sort of props. He was fantastic. Sterling didn't even get a look.
No idea how he did it, but every time Raheem Sterling was like 5 yards ahead of him, he'd catch him and stop him.
Do you know how he did it?
Don't know how he did it.
He's very good. He's very good at the old football, that bloke.
I love him. He's my absolute little star boy. He was my personal man of the match, I think, for me. Obviously, I'm not going to argue with Kante because we love Angola. But
that is a really good point you guys actually make, because if you notice, like in terms of attacking during the game, we were really exploiting that left-hand side a lot with Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell was taking advantage of that left flank a lot, really like making those runs, putting those crosses in. But we weren't really like capitalizing on the right-hand side too much because Reece James literally just had Raheem Sterling. He was like, nope, not going anywhere. Nope, we're going. That was that.
Okay. The tour. Who's your man of the match?
Simple, easy, innit? Kante. Gotta be Kante. I mean, future Ballon d'Or. Man's won everything literally in his life. If he wins the Euros, give him the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, I don't even think he needs to win it, honestly. I think he just needs to make it to the final four. He's been brilliant. All second half of the year has been fantastic.
Nah. Lambs is gone, but I think she also agrees Kante. Charlotte, Kante, man of the match? Okay,
Okay.
thumbs up. All right, cool. I didn't want you to speak again. But yeah, man of the match in N'Golo Kante. I mean, he was absolutely superb. I think everyone was brilliant down to a T, and especially when Silva came off with that injury and Christensen came on. Not gonna lie, I was worried. I was very worried.
I actually wasn't.
Why?
Because like we'd managed everything so well, and Thiago Silva hadn't actually done anything. Like he hadn't done any of the blocks. He was there. He was solid. Like obviously he didn't do anything wrong, but he wasn't the one that had stopped everything. All the rest had done it. So I wasn't worried, and I didn't feel like. I think you know how like Werner had 3 shots within the first 14 minutes. From then, like City were shook, and you could see they were shook. Which when every time they went near the goal, they just like fizzled out a bit. They were shook, so I didn't feel too worried.
Our goal came from that Werner run. Our goal came from that Werner run, which it was beautiful. But speaking of beautiful, 10 people watching, guys, come on, like the stream, share out there, let people know that we're 2 times champions of Europe. Share it to all your Arsenal fans that's just out there. Speaking of Arsenal fans, there was a lot of tears the past few days, not because we won the Champions League, but because a few of us celebrated at their stadium.
Do you want to know what I would have done? You didn't go far enough. I would have got blue spray paint and spray painted the Emirates blue. I would have literally done that. Like balaclava's a lot. I would spray. I don't care. It would be worth it. Because we'll have to go and get Aubameyang to actually do some work and do some cleaning. Because man,
I mean, some people are close enough to it.
To be fair, wiping off.
Some people went. I mean, Lambs and I and Fator, James Lens. All we did was take a few pictures outside their cannon. Apparently, some Chelsea fans tied a jersey or a scarf around Thierry Henry?
I thought that was you.
I thought
it was us. But like, if you saw our earlier photos and posts and stuff, none of us were wearing a scarf. So, and
I'm upset about that. I thought you lot did that.
No, I wish
it was on his skin, you know. So
I wish.
That's really upsetting. I thought you lot did that.
No, again, listen, the pub we watched the game in is like about 2-3 minutes away from the Emirates, and we were passing through there anyway. So we just decided to take a picture.
Where the roundabout is, where the roundabout and the road like literally stops in front of the cannon. That's literally where we stopped. Where the Thierry Henry
God, you could have.
That's on the other side of like the stadium. You have to go up the stairs. And,
we were taking a picture in front of the armory. To be fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like where the Thierry Henry statue is. It's on like you have to go up.
That was on the near the way end. That was not near the way end. The Thierry Henry statue.
But did you see how pressed they got? They got so pressed. So pressed. They were like, oh my God, no, London's not blue. Posting up clips from 2004. Like, yeah, mate.
The thing that is weird to me is, listen, if whenever Arsenal win the Champions League, the thing is, right, they would celebrate at Spurs' stadium. I know quite a few of them that would. And I wouldn't see it as a big deal because it's funny. So I don't understand the whole thing of you like I know an Arsenal fan that
cry about everything.
But I know an Arsenal fan that DM'd me and was like, did you he sent me the picture of the scarf around Henry and said, did you guys do this? This is very disrespectful. I'm like, no, I didn't, but it's funny.
I know what would have been disrespectful if you were to spray paint Henry's statue blue. That would have been disrespectful. And again, that would have been something you should have done. Prime, next time you're doing a final like this, message me before you go to the pub, because me and you, we need to talk about how you can trigger these fans. And they are fairies. Actually, that's disrespectful to fairies. Fairies are more masculine than Arsenal fans.
Niall, don't take this the wrong way, but I actually love you, mate. I actually love you.
It's okay. I love me too. Don't worry.
Mood.
Oh, I mean, we can start with Craig and go around.
Have we laughed at Manchester United yet? No, we haven't.
No, we'll get on to United.
That's something that makes this victory that much sweeter as well. The fact that we lost and we won.
Villarreal.
Sure, on Thierry Henry. Yeah.
In it, we're actually facing Unai Emery in the Super Cup. Wow.
Craig, we can go around and do this actually. What moment in that game did you know that we'd won it?
Before
the final, obviously.
Honestly, I looked at our team honestly, and it wasn't like the De Bruyne thing was a big thing. Obviously, him going off, and it gave me so much more confidence. But I wouldn't say that was the moment. Honestly, it was probably the Mahrez miss that was just over the bar. I know that's very late in the game, and I know it's probably a very easy thing to say, but it was that moment where it was just like, that is just nothing is clicking for them. You know, like, I mean, obviously it's on Morris's right foot. If it had been on his left, maybe it's a different story. But that, I mean, what was it, 2-3 inches over the bar? That was the one I was like, yeah, no, that's it. That's surely got to be it. And I know that's late, and maybe, you know, we're looking for a different moment, but that's the one for me. It was just so shouldn't have happened, and that was it. And that was it. Was his luck was in our favour.
You got the panel. Thanks, Kai. When did you know that we'd won it? Obviously, is it when your Twitter namesake?
No, actually, it was when Ruben Diaz and Carl Walker let N'Golo Kante win a header in the 6-yard box.
In the first 5 minutes.
They're done out here. Oh my God. But yeah. And then after that, I felt very comfortable because they were just, like I said, they were shook. City were shook. Was John Stones playing? I can't remember. Was John Stones playing?
Yeah, Stones was playing.
Who's Sean Stones?
Peak.
The Pebble Master.
Very when did I was watching the game with you? When did you know we'd won the game?
I think when they didn't get a penalty, like, because them players, the fans, they were protesting. You know how easy it is to get literally like overcome by the fans. And at least, okay, to avoid making a mistake in a big final, at least taking the decision out of your hands and putting it in the hands of VAR. We know how successful VAR has been. I thought if they were allowed to get that penalty, I thought we were winners. So the fact it wasn't given, I was like, in the stars.
I'd like to change my answer. I'd like to say that it was when Sterling got given the armband. That's when I knew we won. That's when I knew we won.
I laughed out loud at that. I was like, Raheem Sterling's captaining in a Champions League final.
If that's your most experienced player, good luck to you. Well done. You need everything you can get.
Mine was after you beat them in the league. Nah. Mine was after you beat them in the league. The minute you beat them in the FA Cup and you allow Mason Mount to destroy Fernandinho's career like that, and then you just destroyed him in the league. I mean, not only did you beat them with Kepa in goal at one time, you also beat them when you put Billy Gilmore on the pitch. So, I mean, there is levels to that. So it was to that point, because I always said Chelsea were always going to win this final, and you can check on every stream that I spoke about Chelsea on. I said Chelsea are winning the Champions League final. I never gave City an absolute chance, and I was right. So the lottery numbers this week are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Look, Andrew, that's because you know ball. And speaking of Gilmore, and speaking of a guy with a plethora of DMs, Andrew, tell us about the game. When did you?
Sorry, I have to leave. See you later.
Greg, where you're social at.
Thank you.
So the game, I thought we were in. I thought we were in total control of the game. Edouard Mendy had his easiest game of the season. I saw him doing 3 things.
No, you're not. Shameless. You're shameless.
He is shameless.
I don't care. I don't care. It's a Champions League. I don't care.
Prime, your keeper is Kepa. Come on, man.
I don't. And Kepa has a Champions League as well. What's your point?
Kepa has a Champions League and a Europa League medal and trophy.
Kepa has a Champions League and less attempts than Petr Cech.
Oh,
your
this-
thing,
that's
man.
fair.
I'll kick my.
Charles, did you do that?
Anyway, go on, Andrew.
Oh, can you come back, please? I can't talk.
You were saying, Andrew?
Did you know
No, I
Kepa
just,
is better than Edison?
No, I just thought that we were in total control of the game. Mendy didn't do anything. He was smoking a cigar that second half. He was putting up IKEA bunk beds. He was doing a barbecue that second half. They just didn't lay a glove on us. You know, they can talk all they want about possession, but possession's the most meaningless stat in a football game. And we had the better chance the second half as well. It's different from 2012 because we played well every single round. 2012 was a struggle. Yeah, this one was far easier. And it's 2 Champions Leagues, so it's a Champions League in 5 months. So give this man what he wants. If he wants a Adama Traore, Chelsea fans just suck it up and take it. All right, that's all. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
mind. We can have Dama Traore.
You know what's so crazy? Do you know what's so crazy, Andrew and Beth? Yeah? Tuchel, yeah, I trust Tuchel so much. Yeah, he could have Adama Traore looking like, looking like a world class right back in 2 years.
Well, I just know that if we get Adama Traore,
We get to see that debut arms every
that's what I
week.
mean. Yeah, I think Chelsea will sell
Bring him
their
in.
version of baby oil. It'll probably sell out, but you know, put it on those things. Yeah. It's all good. I just want to say that I've got to go and do something, but you know, I'll speak to you guys later.
Yeah, I'll see you on the next stream, Andrew.
Yeah, tune in 8:30, guys. See ya. Bye.
Anyway, I don't know what to talk about actually. Right.
Really? You don't know what to talk about?
Well, hold on. We're going to Belfast. Wait. We're going to Belfast.
Hi, yeah, Mason.
Guys, if
Why are you muted?
if you would like to subscribe to this channel and like this video, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about, guys. But do what Charles says, you know, especially for her voice. Listen.
Also, can we talk about how we just won the second Champions League? Not much to talk about my ass.
Yeah, guys, yeah. Billy Gilmore, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Reece James, Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham,
No.
Minerals! Minerals!
No, not Tammy. Not Tammy. Not Tammy. Not Tammy.
It doesn't matter whether he contributed or not yet. He's got a medal. He's got a medal. He's got that medal, yeah. These youth players who are playing the championship, most of them, two seasons ago, yeah, haven't even hit their stride yet. Have a Champions League medal. Have a Champions League medal, yeah. So everyone, all of the haters, all of the rivals who are talking all of this nonsense, yeah, they haven't even hit their stride, and they are Champions League winners. So when they come good, when they hit their stride, you man are done for. You are done out here.
Billy Gilmore's got more minerals than Voden Lambs. More minerals.
Gilmore has a Champions League medal. Does Saka have a Champions League medal? Does Phil Foden have a Champions League medal? Does Mason Greenwood have a Champions League medal? I don't think so.
Hold up.
Can we do shots at Man United? Can we do shots at Man United?
Let's talk about Greenwood. Talk about Greenwood and how much of a bum he is. Come on, talk about Greenwood.
Oh, our Mason is nominated
only
for the
one
Premier League Player of the Season and the Premier League Young Player of the Season.
One money
Oh,
Mason. There's only one money
Mason. Hello.
Oh, angry.
Sorry, no.
I dislike Prime.
Not everyone dislikes me. It's cool.
Prime, you're a disgrace. Yeah.
And Beth, you must feel so happy about your Twitter name right now. Finally.
Oh my god, yeah. So guys, I changed my Twitter name to King Kai FC when he scored a hat trick against Barnsley, and I was like, "This is it, guys. We got him."
Shameless. What was your old Twitter name?
Well, my old one was _Beth CFC. Boring.
Nah.
Breaking news, guys. Carlo Ancelotti has officially left Everton to join Real Madrid as their new manager.
The state of that.
I think that's so funny. He got James Rodriguez to come over there to Everton, and now he's pied him and gone back to Real Madrid. What a twat Rodriguez is.
Actually,
He wasn't getting paid at Real Madrid, though, was he? So.
But he'll probably go back to Real. He went there on loan, I think, anyway. So.
Yeah, he's there on loan, so he'll probably go back.
Yeah. Speaking of managers that are available, Frank Lampard.
To Everton.
Roy Hodgson.
Just to clarify, a Spurs fan today told me that they were going to get Conte to Spurs.
That's actually
Antonio Conte to
These guys
Spurs.
know nothing.
You know what?
Antonio Conte flips out when he can't get what he wants in a transfer. Daniel Levy would not have a good time with Antonio Conte.
If Spurs fans think Mourinho is bad, I hope they get Conte. The guy will ruin.
Conte left Inter because he was being made to sell all his players. He's not going to take shit from Levy. Levy would have his ass being wiped in a care home by the time Conte was finished.
Do you know what? Come this summer, I'm going to make sure I get a Kai Havertz shirt. I'm going to get a Billy Gilmore shirt. And do you know what? The last one is going to be? Do you know what the last
Mason Mount.
Kante.
N'Golo Kante. I know you can't sing the song. I know you can sing the song, Charles, but save it until your voice comes back.
I have N'Golo Kante. Well, Lambs, you said, I remember this so clearly. If you win a Champions League, you was going to buy the new shirt.
I don't understand. What? Did anyone get the feed?
So basically, Lamb said that she was going to buy a new shirt if we won the Champions League.
What's going on here? It feels like a pillow fight.
I'm at 29.
She's 24. Respect her, man.
I'm not going to speak.
Guys, I can't have this. I can't own a shirt with that man's name on the back. I can't.
What, Jorginho?
No, what about Jorginho?
Thank you for doing your job when it came to the final, but you can't expect me to open up my wardrobe and see that
Wasn't that part of the deal? Wasn't that part of the deal that you were going to get Jorginho on the new shirt?
Wait. I said I would do that. Wait, hold on. I said I would get a Jorginho shirt, yeah, if we won that FA Cup, because we were headed to the game at Stamford Bridge on Tuesday. We lost that FA Cup final, so man ain't getting his shirt. So that was the only time I said.
To be fair, it wasn't Jorginho's fault. In that cup final, it wasn't Jorginho's fault. It was.
I think you won the Champions.
I remember one dumb pass he decided to give to Kovacic when man was
No. To be fair, Jorginho was out of the position.
It's not Jorginho's fault. It's also not his fault. We fucked up against Villa. It's also not his fault. We fucked up against Arsenal. Everyone always making excuses for him.
What's his fault that we fucked up? I wouldn't say it's his fault.
What's his fault?
Hey, hold on.
We won. We're Champions League winners.
No slander.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't his fault.
No slander.
Thank you for 3 years of service, but come the summer, you best be finding some flights to Italy.
No slander against any of our players for 1, 2 Lambs.
I was still in 9 out of 10 in the Champions League final.
Lambs, hold. Let's stop this Jorginho talk. And 2 Lambs, I know when your birthday is, so you're getting that as a present. Anyway, N'Golo Kante.
Yes! I deprived. I literally going to do the same thing.
Let's move on. N'Golo Kante. People love to talk about world-class midfielders like Bruno and Pogba. Funny enough, they couldn't turn up in the European final. But no one mentions Kante as much because he's not flashy. He's not always in the news or taking haircuts or driving fast cars and whatnot. What do you think Kante's performance in the final has been? We can start with Lambs since she's always advocating for Kante.
1,000,000 out of 10. He's just everything. Like, not only just his footballing, but you guys correctly stated, like, what a stand-up guy. So humble from the absolute beginning. So humble. Has never demanded or expected much. And you know what? He's actually one of those people who actually has the right or the permission to demand shit because he can back it up. But he's never been like that. He is a true inspirational role model for young boys, young girls to look up to, not only as a person, but as football ability. He is just everything. And at the end of the day, you can't deny he's won every single major trophy. And he's not only just done it at Chelsea, a big club. He actually elevated Leicester from where they were, like to win the championship, to be promoted to the Premier League, the fairy tale, being part of that amazing squad in 2015 that won in the Premier League. Like, he was a key part of it. Being a key pivotal part of the French squad, winning the World Cup, and now he deserves this Champions League. He deserves it so much because this guy is everything and pivotal. And it blows my mind that a couple of months ago, and I remember, and you guys remember as well, because we were on the same street as you girls, yeah, and Beth and Charles arguing with certain people who tried to tell me Kante wasn't world class. If I could have reached through the screen and throttled them at that point, I would have.
Just to clarify, I remember that stream. I was defending Kante just as much as you were.
I'm trying to remember it. I don't remember it.
Kante isn't world class. He is God. Like, Kante's not world class. He is God. Like, he is like there is no one like Kante. So he is like God. So don't disrespect him by calling him world class. You have to refer to him as God. But he's a God that drives a Mini and always plays football with a smile on his face. So seems like a better God than the one we normally have.
It's like when he has like the smile on his face too, and he's like holding his little man the match trophy. He looks scared. He's not even just happy. He's like.
And also, did you?
Why are you? He's like, why are you taking my pictures? He's like, please stop taking pictures of me.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't like the limelight. It's adorable. I love him so much.
Did anyone see the tweet of when he was like when he was still playing in League Two and like in France, and he'd never been invited to a birthday party before. Why would no one invite? So lovely. Fuck everybody. Fuck evil human beings because you're amazing. It honestly made me cry because I'm just like, how? And the thing is, he's kicked on. He's become so much more successful since then. But he hasn't changed. He's still so humble. And that is what I love and I respect so much. And I just wish more people could be like that, honestly.
Oh, and when they were lifting the trophy, and because he's so small, he was getting pushed to the back. So then Zuma lifted him up. Oh my God, my heart was so full.
It's so sad.
It was everything.
I want to sing the song, but I can't.
N'Golo Kante, N'Golo
La 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 la, il est petit, le gentil, le beau fait, Léo Messi, bientôt sur les Champs-Élysées, N'Golo Kante,
N'Golo Kante,
N'Golo Kante, il est petit, le gentil, le beau fait, Léo Messi, bientôt sur les Champs-Élysées.
I have to say, Fatou, your French accent is a lot better than Charles.
Well, to be fair, I studied a bit French a couple of years back, so I'm good.
You know, just when I was at school.
Because Kai replied to this on my Twitter as well. He was
Why are you so jealous, Kai?
then, and he's
So
never been invited.
Kai's acting like he's jealous that N'Golo Kante was invited to a birthday party and he still hasn't. Kai's still waiting for his invitation.
Kai, you are shameless, man.
He was on 300k a week in League 2 in France, though, was he?
Yeah, he would have been on like a lot less money than that. It would be more like 10, 15, maybe 20. If maybe 20 at a bloody push, but I doubt it. Probably more 10. So bad Kai.
Even so, he could have afforded more than a box of chocolates. But Kai, he didn't know. He did not know. Okay?
Well, yeah, but if he's not been invited to a birthday party, he just bought chocolates.
If someone invites me
Who
to
doesn't
dinner,
like chocolates?
birthday, I don't really know them that well as well. I'll probably bring them like a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates or both.
Flowers.
Yeah, but you can't go wrong with chocolate because who doesn't like chocolate? Like, that's the thing.
Who doesn't like chocolate? Everyone loves chocolate. Literally, what Bev said is flowers. Flowers is a very, very good one.
Speaking of chocolate, actually, no, that's a bad transition. Whatever. N'Golo Kante's legacy versus Eden Hazard's legacy. Who's
You know what? When everybody was hyping up Eden Hazard this, oh my God, Hazard just working for Hazard, yeah? Don't get me wrong, I loved Hazard, but he wasn't my favorite player. It was him. It was him because I recognized what he did at Leicester before he came to us. I never ever forgot that. And the fact that he came to us and he just kicked on from that point. He didn't regress, he kicked on. He became even better. He put his blood, sweat, tears, heart and soul into this club, onto the pitch for these players, for his teammates. And he's never stopped doing that as well. Even when Sarri come in, play him out of position, overplayed him as well, made him pick up all of these little injuries, which he never used to have a problem with before. He's still, like, the attitude, the mentality, it hasn't changed. This is why I respect him so much. All the accolades he's earned, he deserves it. Never forget and remember, there was certain days and certain times where Hazard just wouldn't turn up, like, because he himself felt uninterested. Something didn't go his way. He wanted to throw his toys out of the pram, so he would deliberately play shit. So the rest of the team would play shit, bring down the energy of the whole squad, the whole team. So we would perform shit because Eden Hazard isn't happy about his relationship with one or some of the backroom staff.
To be fair, I remember that time, 2015.
Yeah, he's the big guy. He gets what he wants. So if things aren't going his way, he's going to make sure people know that he ain't happy.
You know what I mean?
N'Golo Kante never ever had that kind of attitude. And all of the accolades that he's earned, I think he deserves it, in my opinion.
If I was going to say, Prime, if Hazard left in the 2016 season, he would have won Champions League with Real Madrid and we wouldn't be compensated in the first place.
Yeah, I know. Valvish one says, Andrew, how come saying Fabinho over Kante is outrageous? It's a debate to be made. I'm not disrespecting Kante because he's top 5 of all time, Premier midfielders, but as a player, in my opinion, Fabinho over Kante. Kante's clear of that fake Brazilian. And in terms of trophy, Fabinho ain't that far behind. He has one Liga title at Monaco, won the PL and UCL at Liverpool in his first 2 seasons. Andrew, he ain't a fake Brazilian.
Fabinho is a fraud. He's a fraud.
Yeah, but all Liverpool players are just shit. They're just shit. Yeah. All Liverpool players, all of them.
Fraud watch.
Steven Gerrard is overrated. All of the Liverpool players are overrated. The fans are a little bit overrated. You'll never walk on is a little bit overrated. Anfield's overrated. Jurgen Klopp's overrated.
No one rates the fans. They're still overrated.
Velshwan's going to be triggered.
Kai says Hazard over Kante.
I mean, Hazard's just like one of them special footballers. We're lucky to get to watch him play. But Kante's legacy probably is bigger than Hazard's legacy at the moment. But that's nothing against Hazard. He did carry the team on his back for quite a long time.
It's a big back he carried on. Anyway, moving on. What does this mean for this second Champions League, and what does this mean for Chelsea in the future?
We're going to
spend some
Tokyo.
money.
We're going to Tokyo. We're going to Belfast, then Tokyo. Yes. World tour.
I think we have a chance of winning the Premier League next season.
Yeah, if we can sort out how clinical.
Give us Super Cup, Club World Cup, Premier League, League Cup, FA Cup, the Champions League. 6 times in a season.
No, we're not doing that. We're not Liverpool fans. Don't make a bet. We can.
Yeah. Also, guys, I took a massive risk this week. A massive risk, right? I jumped onto Twitter 2 days before a Champions League final. It could have gone horribly wrong. Thankfully.
But Lambs, your photo's almost like 100 likes on your Twitter, so it's much worth it now.
Tropical McTominay, I am dead.
Wait, did they move the Super Cup in Istanbul? Okay, then I'm going. That's good.
The Tropical McTominay.
But we've got
To be fair,
such a
I'd say
bad
Fred is better than Fabinho.
I'm so excited for that.
Guys, I've only been on Twitter since Thursday, and I'm almost at 300 followers already. Like, that's actually insane. It's fucking insane.
That's our land.
It's fucking insane. Oh my god. You know what? It's just because we won, guys. It's because we won.
Kai, that you're shameless, bro. Why are you talking about? Never mind, Kai.
Oh my, Kai. That was so crazy. I'm gonna jump onto the football stream. We're starting at 8:30 as well. So I don't even know what these guys are gonna say. It's another shameless stream, innit? Gee.
I mean, isn't that why?
Like, how have you not appeared on KH No Filter yet? Like you'd be perfect for that. You have no filter too.
Oh, my filter was lost at birth. I just couldn't find it. Didn't bother replacing it.
Kai,
Needs a filter anyway.
onto your show, please. Get Niall onto your show, please. I'm advocating for this.
I'm not sure YouTube's ready for that. Kai with 0 filter with Niall
I'm not
with
sure
0
you're
filter.
ready for that.
Please, can we please laugh? Can we please laugh for United, please?
All right, what do you want to speak about? I mean, what specifically about United do you want to talk about them?
Huh? What's this?
Lambs has changed a lot. I remember when you first came on Monster Channel, you were so quiet and shy. Now look at Lambs.
Listen, this has always been a part of my confidence. This has always been a part of my personality, like my confidence. I am loud. I am like bubbly. I am like, haha. I'm a weirdo. I'm a fucking weirdo. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But when I tell you, yeah, at the time, I fucking hated everybody. I deleted all my social media. I wasn't active on absolutely anything. The lockdown was getting my lifestyle circumstances was shit. People around me were shit. Everything was just shit. So I didn't really trust people. So I thought people are just kind of like laughing, trying to pretend to have a good time with me. Then they must kind of want something from me. They have some kind of hidden agenda or narrative. So it took me a long time to kind of discern who really supports me as opposed to who's like trying to use me for like their own game or whatever. And you know, I will be myself with people who make me feel comfortable to be myself. People who drag me down, like don't make me feel myself, then I'm not going to share that energy with them. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Well
Also, alcohol does help.
Well
Yes.
said,
I can get on board with the alcohol bit.
Well, Rich one says,
Normally the other bits I'll just punch him in the face.
I get
I
to
don't
meet
mind.
face to face tomorrow.
Why? No. Ever since I was at Lambs' place, he was so jealous on Friday night. I don't mind. If he wants to, yeah, fine. Go on. I don't mind.
Don't worry, Mustafa. After I knock out Tour, you're next.
Jesus
Listen, before anybody starts, thinking they can get brave and demand like fights and arguments with people, yeah, understand not everybody is how you see them on stream, yeah. Okay. For example, Slens is hella tall, yeah. Slens is a basketball player, right? Time is a fucking tank, yeah. He will knock you the fuck out if he wanted to. You guys are just so lucky he's so nice because he will. He could knock you all the fuck out.
That's
Literally,
true.
like one punch, yeah. Someone like me and Beth will be in a coma for like a week at least. At least. Yeah.
Maybe a couple months.
Can we go back to
I'll
positive
give you this. I'll give you this.
violence? I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence. Let's stop this.
I condone violence. I condone violence.
Yeah, Niall's only saying that because he wants to referee.
What, the violence? I can referee violence. I'm keen for that. FYI, Velv, I don't do yellow or red cards. I just go straight for the face.
Well, fight me. I'll be outside Old Trafford.
Much easier.
But yeah,
Please smash the like button and subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, make sure
Hold
you
on, I
guys
thought you didn't condone violence.
do it fast before Charlotte completely loses her voice. I don't know how long. this is gonna last.
I will condone violence if Velvish one keep talking like that.
Fighting words. Anyway, speaking of Man
No,
United,
Charles said she
Yes,
didn't condone violence and then tells people to smash the like button.
well,
That's
speaking of
violent.
now is about to get quite violent in the next few minutes. Lambs, you want to speak about Man United and how Greenwood's a fraud?
You can mention that. You can.
Sorry.
I was. Oh, Brian, what have you done?
Hey, unbelievable. I said that Greenwood is bigger than Manchester United Football Club, which is true.
Okay.
he's not wrong. He's actually not wrong because from time, yeah, these men are looking for a goal, yeah. And you see Dan James about to
No, you knew that's when they were like trying to get to penalties.
You all right, Lance? You want me to come to your house again? You all right,
David
Lance?
De Gea, yeah. I love to have more things to add to my David De Gea agenda. How does man not save 11 penalties? He's conceded something like 40 penalties in a row now.
and yet they thought he was the best option for being goal for penalties. I just make sense.
Like Ollie actually was going for penalties, though. You could tell by the substitutions. He didn't believe that they could beat Villarreal.
Yeah.
Like, we saw that second leg against Arsenal. They weren't good.
You know what's funny, yeah? Man United win that game if they had Harry Maguire.
Actually, yeah, that defense was Bailly was suspect as hell. Oh,
They should have started Twinzabi over Bailly. Like if you look at the two games that Twinzabi played, he played one game with Bailly, one game with Lindelof. Twinzabi looks so composed. And the game that he played next to Lindelof actually looked like he was sort of the same Lindelof that played with Maguire. So I actually think Ollie should have started Twinzabi with Lindelof. Eric Bailly is overrated. That man's walking, talking injury.
And the thing is, like, it's Ollie, like the whole caginess of how he's set up. You know, not even making a sub to the 100th minute of extra time, which is delusional because Rashford should have been the first player to come off, possibly around the 60th minute or so. I don't know why he didn't think that. I don't know why he's so scared to utilize his squad depth as well. You know, that's different.
He doesn't have any. That's why.
Yeah, great. No, but the thing is, he still has players, like actual new signings that he signed this summer and they've not featured in the squad so much. What has Tellers done? What has Van de Beek done? I don't understand. Like, you sign them, they're part of your squad. Use them. You know,
You've got his signings, isn't it?
You've got 5 with the option of 6 substitutions if you go to extra time in a final. Use it. Why are you so scared? And you can tell just by his record against the Big Six in the Premier League season, this in the Premier League this season as well, he managed to get 1 win, and that was towards his last game. And by then it was done. It didn't even really matter, and that was against City. But apart from that, all the other games.
Hold on, are you classing Spurs as a Big Six club?
What would you know? At the beginning of the season, they they finished in 6th place, so they were technically part of the Big Six. You know, and they did.
I'm just saying that because Mason Greenwood got the winner against Tottenham, so yeah. But Mason Greenwood did get the winner against Spurs, so
Spurs did slap United 6-1. Let's never forget that. You know, obviously before they sacked Mourinho, they did slap them 6-1. Do you know what I mean? That was partly to do with how cagey, like zero tactics, spineless performance Ollie's Man United side put in, and we've seen a lot of those against the other so-called Big Six clubs. He hasn't turned up against any of them. He hasn't taken points off any of them apart from City, and it was too late. Do you know what I mean? By the time that game was done, the title was done and dusted, decided. So that's why I knew 21 was never coming in 21, because you can't expect to win the Premier League title when you have such shitty performances against big teams. It's not going to happen. And I'm sorry, if you're...
To be fair, you can't expect to win 21 with McFred as a double pivot.
Yeah, contract. Then it just says a lot about this team's mentality. Like, wow.
Yeah, but they do. I actually think Ollie has done a remarkable job considering he's got McFred in the double pivot and fucking Lindelof at centre back. Like, Jesus Christ. I actually think Ollie may be one of the greatest managers United have ever had with that. And Velshman, what is this obsession with Pau Torres? Like, what is this fucking obsession with Pau Torres? He is literally a B-Tech Harry Maguire. Like, he offers nothing different to any team apart from that he can play a bit like Maguire. If United want a centre back,
by the way, what's going on here?
I have no idea. No one's talking.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about Reece James. Isn't Reece James like the best young player I've ever seen? Like, honestly, he can play right back, he can play right wing back, he can play right centre back, he can play as a DM. Let's just like Reece James.
I think people are gassing up his performance in the final. Let's be honest, no. Sterling is not good. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but he's quick, and that's a danger. It's the same as Werner. He's quick, and that's a danger.
I will remove you. No Werner slander. I'll remove you.
I didn't slander him. I said that he's quick, and that's a danger. And it's the same with Sterling. He's quick, and that's a danger.
Sterling's not a danger.
Where's the slander?
Sterling's not a danger.
He's quick, and being quick is a danger.
Do you know what? I'm more dangerous than Raheem Sterling.
Is Dan James a danger?
No.
I don't know. I don't watch Dan James.
Okay, exactly. It's about your movement, and Sterling's movement is not elite.
The thing is, I am better than Raheem Sterling.
I don't agree with you saying Reece James' performance has been overrated because he was phenomenal, and that doesn't sit right with me. He was phenomenal. I won't hit anything else.
My thing is, do it up against the best wingers in the world. Sterling's not. I don't rate Sterling highly.
Okay, but he kept Vardy in his pockets for a whole 180 minutes of football.
I know, but I'm talking about the final itself. Like I don't rate Sterling, so it's a thing where I just
Well, no one rates Sterling.
Yeah.
But, he was really good, Prime. You can't he was really good. You don't feel that he genuinely was one of the standout performances. Even the commentators said it. Him and Kante were two of the most standout performers at the end of it.
That's fine. I'm only nitpicking. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Continue. Sorry.
Not Reece James.
All right.
I'm getting him on my shirt next season, by the way, guys.
All right. Can I nitpick Kai Havertz?
No,
I don't. Do you have anything to nitpick from that game?
I mean,
right? This guy hasn't even hit his stride yet, and he's out here confidently Megan Tony Cruz. Yeah, respect him.
All right, that goal he scored in the final, Ederson should have done better.
Yeah,
But he
obviously.
didn't.
But he's
didn't.
still he's 21 years old.
Hold on,
and
but he didn't. He scored. But
I know.
He didn't. Ederson didn't do better, and Havertz scored. He scored in Champions League final, and won you your second European trophy in 9 years. Respect the Havertz. Respect the Havertz.
Kai Havertz.
I'm only trying to annoy you guys. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, it works.
You may slander Raheem Sterling, as he is poo poo.
He is. Someone was trying to tell me he was a really great footballer. I was like, he's not a great footballer. He just plays for Man City.
Were they drunk when they tried convincing you he was a good player?
No, and we had a really big argument.
Then if it was you, I would have given them a card for a mental asylum for them to go and put themselves into, because that is horrific.
Greenwood would look good in that City team.
What?
I mean, Greenwood is big on United and City put together, so less of that one.
Greenwood bottled it in the Europa League final.
Hold on, Greenwood didn't bottle it. United bottled it. But the only player, and actually, talking about that, if fucking Cavani had worked out how to actually take a shot first time and didn't, get his Zimmer frame to get to a shot, Greenwood would have had an assist in the Europa League final. So pipe down, Prime. Pipe down right now. Bad Prime.
I mean, my star boys are putting in masterclasses in the Champions League final, and your star boy is flopping.
Well, yeah, but my star boy plays with shit, literal shit.
Your star boy finished second in the league. They're not shit.
To be fair,
okay. So, Prime, are you telling me that Fred is a good player?
Well, Chelsea fans don't like.
Don't do a Boris Johnson for me. Answer the question. Is Fred a good question? Is Fred a good player?
Well, Fred is a professional footballer. Yes.
No. Is he a good player?
Well, yes. My definition of
I'll ask. Would Fred get into your team? Would Fred get into your team?
Hold on. My definition of a good player is someone who's average. So yes.
Okay. Would Fred get into your team?
Well, our squad.
Yes. Well, no, your team. Your starting 11.
My starting 11. I don't know. Tuchel's a madman. He rotates all the time.
No. Do you think someone like Fred would get into your starting 11?
I don't know. Tuchel's a madman.
Starting 11. Like starting 11, you would start in Champions League.
This man is moving like Boris Johnson.
Tuchel's a madman. He might start Fred. I don't know.
Okay, fine. If you were manager of Chelsea, right? Imagine you are the manager of Chelsea Football Club. Are you putting Fred in your starting 11 over Kante?
Would I in my starting 11 over Kante? Yes, because you know why? Because we need to play in cup games. So against League 2, League 1, Fred can play. Yeah, of course.
I swear, you're right. Okay, I clearly I need to go as precise as anything. Right, it's a Champions League final. Are you starting Kante or Fred?
And if Kante's injured, then yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Nah, they're both fit. They're both fit. Everyone is fit. There's no suspensions. Everyone is fit. There's no suspensions. They're all playing really well. Do you pick Fred or Kante?
In a Champions League final, who's the opposition?
Oh my God.
The opposition is Bayern Munich.
No debate right now, guys.
Bayern Munich. Well, if we have to, fine, we can play Kante.
Wow. That is how you said that is absolutely horrific, mate. Like, I love you a bit, but Jesus Christ, that's bad.
Fred can come on last 5 minutes.
Well, that's not me. That wasn't the question, buddy. The question was, would he start?
Oh, fine.
Again, I don't know. I'm not manager of Chelsea. I answered your question. I answered your question.
That hurt my head. That hurt my head.
I answered the question.
Bad crime. Bad
But
crime.
everyone knows I'd rather have McTominay over Fred. So.
Well, we won't discuss McTominay. What about Lindelof? Are you taking Rudiger or Lindelof?
I mean, look, I didn't rate Christensen, and Tuchel made him into a quality centre back. So who knows?
There's nothing. There's nothing you can do with
A
Lindelof.
lot of these players that you guys have mentioned in Man United, like they are dead wood. And if a great manager can't come in and literally like turn them around and have them, performing like even the way Tuchel's used people like Marcus Alonso, who we believe finished as well. If he can't even try and get the best out of these guys, and these guys are done. If this new manager can't do it, then these guys are done. At the end of the day, he never had the minerals from the beginning. He never had the minerals. He never did.
Minerals a thing?
He never ever did.
They're not going to get a new manager though, are they? They're going to stick with him. I know it. They're giving him another season.
What, Ollie?
Yeah.
I think Ollie's the right man. I think United are in this like. No. There's logic to this thing. I think Ollie is the right man. Do I think Ollie can win trophies? Yeah, I think anyone can win trophies if they're backed in the right way.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't, I think if you look at where United were from when he took over to if he does leave, I think United will be in a much stronger position. So that it requires on United being operated like a big club, which I mean that you can always, I don't know, find an owner on the back of the Frosties box or something. But to be brutally honest, Ollie's doing a good job, but the issue, and it makes me laugh when United fans go, "Oh, Ollie's the issue." It's really not. I mean, your issues are your owners, and they remain your issue. Because if Ollie was the problem, who's employing Ollie? It's the owners. Like, it's the owners that have been. United are just a shit club.
That's so true.
United are a shit club, and I don't know about you guys, but that seems like the perfect place.
You see it?
But yeah,
That's even more perfect.
That's the perfect place to end the stream on, because we are the kings of the King Road, are the kings of goddamn Europe. Woo!
I wonder if that man regrets getting that tattoo on his leg.
I was just going to say, where's the place of this so you can get out of it?
Well, speaking of you guys saying Fred over Kante for some reason,
Whoa, Boris. That was you, not anyone else. That was you.
I didn't even say Fred. I didn't even say that. Watch back the stream and listen to what exactly.
We're looking for any excuse to try and say it.
You're right. You basically said I can't make a decision and all of this over Fred and
Kante. 52 million.
What?
Yeah, it's mad.
Fred was 52 million.
Yeah.
No, 50 mil. I doubt his price inflated. It's 50 mil.
No,
would you say that was money well spent?
Hold on.
No.
You can get 7 Aspilicuetas for that.
Do you know what? If I was United, I would have got 50. If I was United, I would have got 50 million Big Macs for that. I'd have just picked 50 million Big Macs over Fred.
Oh my goodness, that's actually shocking, guys. I can't believe that.
What? I'd get 50 million Big Macs over?
No. That he even cost 50 million in the first place. Jeez, wow.
You know what's mad? Yeah. Do you not think a manager
Did you rate Fred over Kante?
No. And we paid less for Kante too.
Do you not think a manager like, say, Tuchel could get... Like, there are some players in this Man United team that maybe with a better manager, maybe you could get something from them.
Well, maybe, but we ain't going to find out. So it doesn't matter.
I think Dan James as a wing back would be very effective.
Going to be a good wing back, but I have a really big Reece James propaganda thing going on.
I didn't say he would start over Reece James.
Wait, what?
Did you just say Dan James at wing back?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about Reece James.
No, Dan James.
I hear James. I only assume there's one.
You just said Dan James right wing back.
Yeah.
I'd rather start my toy Lego truck.
He's got pace.
Huh?
I think with the right coaching, maybe you could get something out of him. I don't know.
Yeah, and maybe if I was to lose weight and to work on my personality, I would be shagging Channing Tatum right now. But unfortunately, not all good things work in life.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bike.
To be fair, Channing Tatum is not that attractive, so you know.
I was using him as an example. I'm hardly going to use Matt Hancock as my example, am I? Of course, it's going to be someone with abs.
I don't know who Matt Hancock is.
That surprises me. You have the same interview technique as him.
Oh, also, you know, before the Champions League game kicked off, Rio Ferdinand was like, yeah, City are going to win this by multiple games. So I just want to say, fuck you, Rio Ferdinand.
Ouch.
All right. We're about to end the stream now. Where can we find everyone?
Right. Can I just say the last thing first? Hold on.
What?
Can I just say one last thing before we end this?
Okay.
Because all of the stars are fading away. Just try not to worry. You'll see them someday. Just take what you need and be on your way and stop crying your heart out. Where all of the stars were fading away. Just try not to worry, you'll see us someday. Just take what you need and be on your way and stop crying your heart out.
Is that all for tour?
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, no, where can we find you?
You can find me at @PAFC. You can find me on my YouTube channel at Let's Talk Premier League. Got an interesting stream coming up at 9. I'm going to be whipping into Premier League on why they let him put Saka in as a nomination over Greenwood, even though both of them have had very similar seasons.
Greenwood's injured.
Premier League Awards.
Greenwood's injured.
The young player of the season. The young player of the season.
I don't think Saka or Greenwood should win it.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but the fact that Saka got nominated over Greenwood is absolutely absurd.
I don't think either of them should be nominated.
Well, yeah, no, I hear that, but if you watch my stream later, you'll hear why I think that.
Okay, fair enough. Pator?
You can find me on Caffrey Lewis's channel, defending my client.
And Fitzor has his own channel, by the way. Bess?
I'm on Twitter at KingKaiFC, and I float around a bit. Sometimes I'm on the football terrace, sometimes I'm here, GNA TV.
Hopefully her Twitter account her name doesn't change again. Lamb's accessory device is not connected. But yeah, Lambs, you could find her on
Lambs Reacts at Twitter.
You can find her on Twitter and her YouTube channel, Lambs Reacts.
I beg you don't speak, Charles. Her Instagram is
Lambs Reacts.
Her YouTube and Twitter is Lambs Reacts, and you can catch her on GNA TV. And yeah, Charlotte, this is her channel. You can catch her on Twitter and Instagram as well. And should we sing one more time, everyone?
Where can people find you?
What?
I think she's saying you forgot about yourself.
Yeah, people know where they can find me. Anyway, come on, guys, let's sing one more time.
Because all of the stars are fading away. Just try not to worry, you'll see them someday. Just take what you need and be on your way and stop crying your heart out. We're all of the stars, we're fading away. Just try not to worry, you'll see us someday. On your way and stop crying. You man is shameless. I'm done. Fine. Cut them. End stream, bro.